know it's been a crazy semester, and thank you so much. Bye.
Today is Thursday, May 14th, 2020, and I'm about to submit my last assignment in college ever. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I just finished college.
So before I go, I want to take you around to some of my favorite places on campus. Just so you know, it took me 2 days to hit every spot, so I'm going to be interchanging between both times I went, by myself and then with Tiffany and Michelle.
Alright, so I thought it'd only be right for me to start where it all began. This is Weston Hall, where I lived freshman year. I still remember it like it was yesterday when my family all drove down and dropped me off. I experienced what it was like to live in a college dorm for the first time, go to our very first frat parties. I broke up with my very first boyfriend right there. We made a lot of crazy memories in this place. This is a walk that I would make so many times. You swipe your iCard right here. Behind me is the SDRP. As a freshman, this is normally where I just go for a dining hall. This is where I lived my sophomore year, this dingy place called Gregory Towers. So this is the first apartment I ever had, the first time I signed a lease, the first time I had to figure out utilities and gas, and the first time I experienced roommate drama. So actually I did not really spend that much time here, to be honest. And so instead, this is where I actually lived sophomore year, right there. So this is where I lived my junior year. This is definitely the nicest apartment I ever lived in, and the best location too. I would literally wake up 7 minutes before my lecture started and just walk right over. This is also where the iconic You Belong With Me music video recreation I did with MLK happened. That night really solidified our friendship. This is the Armory. I wanted to include it because this is where my favorite class in all of college was held. It's a class of like 6 people, and sometimes we even had class of Legends, which was like the bar on Green Street. That was one of the most influential classes I took in college, not only because I learned a lot, but also because the professor really made a connection with us. I was genuinely excited to go to class each day, and even though the workload was heavy and there were so many readings, I was so happy to do it. So this is the BIF. Well, now it's called the Geese College of Business, but back in my day, it was called the BIF. This is where I had my very first internship ever my freshman year. I was a multimedia manager for a startup called Maker Girl. Basically the first thing that I joined on campus. This is where Tiffany used to live, and because she lived here, I also kind of lived here.
And we would always meet here and then go to chapter, or meet here and then go party.
First time fall 16 hung out, we pulled an all-nighter at Granger. In the morning we walked over here and ate breakfast in the dining hall.
Yeah, freshman year, so wholesome.
This is where I had my first job on campus. It was totally crazy. Joe's, they have the best half-off burger and fries on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and this is also the very first time I went into a bar. So this is an undergraduate library, and I didn't really come here to study all that often, but there's this one time freshman year when I was working here till late, till maybe like 2 a.m. This was the time when clowns were a thing, okay, when clowns were really scary, and I was so terrified of them that I literally just sat here until 7 a.m. when the sun rose, from like 2 a.m. to 7 a.m., just sitting there stone cold in fear. The sun finally rose, and I grabbed my stuff and ran home like 2 blocks. Ah, freshman year me. I'm still a scaredy cat. If clowns were still a thing right now, I'd probably do the same thing. Normally when the weather's nice like this, the quad will be filled with people and they'll be playing games, playing frisbee, have hammocks out. Those picnics on the quad, the first 2 weeks of school and then the last 2 weeks of school, it was so fun. This is the Illini Union, the first place we come freshman year and the place we come every single week for chapters. I fell asleep here multiple times on the couch.
Really?
Oh yeah, but we also had the best banquets here. The food here, oh my god. The Illini Union salad is like my favorite food. This is the Illini Union bookstore, and you would come here for a lot of things, but this is also where I had one of my first campus jobs at Starbucks. Pink drink for Tiffany. I'm gonna try to keep my voice down because there's like a decent amount of people around actually. But this is where I had my most embarrassing story ever. So what happened was I was closing at Starbucks. I'm supposed to leave out the back door. I normally work during the day and I would leave through the front doors. So what happened was I literally got locked inside this lobby and I was the only one in the building and I had to call the police to come get me. The worst part was it was kind of cold outside and there were a lot of people waiting for the bus out here. And then they would be like knocking on the door. They'd be like, let me in, can you let me in? It's cold. And I would have to try and explain that to them by yelling through this like crack. I was literally sitting there in the corner by myself as all these people are looking in the window at me, and I waited for the police to come, and then my manager came and lectured me. I was in there for like over an hour. That's all. That was my most embarrassing story in college. So this is the South Quad. I'll always remember this place because this is where we hold our iconic Rush barbecues. Just imagine like 100 people out here like grilling, having fun. And this particular event would always do really well, so it was always a great way to kick off the first day of Rush.
And right there is where I met my little Yana for the first time.
I'm at the Far Par dorms right now, and while I didn't live here, I feel a special connection to this place because I spent a very good portion of freshman year living at the Far dorms. On the 4th floor, if I remember correctly, this is also where I got my bid for akdphi. Par is where my littles Katie and Trish lives. I would always come here to pick them up before we go get food or go somewhere. This is Ace's library. Not only is this the place where I worked for the past 2 years, but this is also one of the first places where like me, Michelle, Tiff, and my line started getting very close. In front of the clear window is where I learned my first dance at college. And then I learned that I'm really bad at dancing. So this is the Arc, basically one of the biggest gyms on campus. We had a lot of dance practices here. We also had some big like Rush, Table, or UGC events here too. So this is Cersei, the gym that I would actually go to. Favorite thing to do was come here the morning after I was hungover, go to the treadmill that is right there, perfectly in the center that overlooks this beautiful view. And this is my favorite view on campus. After I was done with my workout, I would just come down here, take a couple laps around this lane because it's just so beautiful and so peaceful. So this is Illini Grove. We would also hold a bunch of Rush events here too. I used to be scared of this place because I used to walk home past these woods like at 3 a.m. but it's not so scary during the daytime. If I remember correctly, this is where I met my first little Katie. This is also where I did my very first Rush photo shoot for akdphi, where we had like the blue and purple smoke bombs collab with Lambdas, and that photo shoot was featured in the news. That was pretty cool. Those are the steps that I marched up when I was super sick with the fever to go sign the papers to drop out of Pan-Hellenic Rush, and made a much better decision to join akdphi. For me, of course. So this is BC Evans, which is home to the best dining hall ever, Oodles, which is only available Fridays at lunch. And oh my god, I will be dreaming about the food at this place long after graduation.
This is my old apartment building.
This is where I would always crash Chipsy's apartment. And I don't know if we're gonna go to the Lambda House, but the Lambda House is like right around the corner. It was in Urbana, freshman and senior year. The door is wide open. Classic. My best memories in college happened there, not gonna lie. This is the Asian American Cultural Center. This is where I went to my first or second Rush event for akdphi. This is also where the big and little reveal happened to be held when I picked up both my littles. That moment when you finally reveal that I'm your big is so special. We totally did not cry. This is the canopy club. This is where I went to my first rave. This is the place where we became best friends.
Oh yeah!
For my birthday rave sophomore year on the dance floor, I was like, Tiffany, you're my best friend. And then she started crying. She's like, you're my best friend too.
But that was like the first time we said it to each other.
So this is Gregory Hall. This is the home of where a lot of our advertising classes are. Once Tiffany became an advertising major, everything changed.
Aww.
We pretty much took all the same classes together, did all the same clubs, literally to a T. Our lives are the same. Literally every single time, I'd be like, see you tomorrow, and she's like, what's tomorrow? I'm like, I don't know, but I'm probably gonna see you.
Oh yeah, that is like the definition.
Over there is Granger. 4th floor is the social floor, so that's where I spent a lot of time freshman year. But after that, I really like going to the 2nd floor because it was so quiet and peaceful. I would like to pour some wine into a mason jar and bring it with me there. Honestly though, this guy always creeps me out. I'm not gonna lie, even right now he's kind of creeping me out. I tried to just take that clip for fun, but I was like actually scared. Oh my god. So this is Siebel. I think the most memorable thing I did here was when I ran for president for United Greek Council. I still remember standing outside the door waiting to go in to give my speech. And I was like making small talk awkwardly with the other candidates who ended up being my co-board members. And that was the start of a really crazy, busy, but fulfilling year. And I met so many people. I got so many opportunities. I was able to develop so much as a leader and as a person. Those are memories I'm really gonna cherish. Speaking of UGC, this is the hub where it all happened. There on the 4th floor. That's where the fraternity and sorority affairs office is. So I spent a disproportionate amount of time in this building. The staff there are so wonderful. Alex, Ashley, Andrew, Michelle, MJ. It was such an honor to work with them, as well as the other 9 members on the UGC board. This is Nugent, one of the fancier dorm. And right there in one of those lounges, that's where I hung out with my small group for the very first time. We watched this like anime movie that was really sad. My junior year, Legends is where we would go to Jardy a lot, and it's also where I ordered my very first alcoholic drink at a bar. And I completely embarrassed myself because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Gotta shout out 212. This is where Joanne, Natasha, and Felicia live, and we held the littest sisterhood events here and the funnest parties I've ever been to in college. I'm not gonna forget this place. This is Bollinger, aka one of the most iconic spots in UIUC. Do you remember one time we sat on the steps and then we decided that we were gonna like start a business together? And we were brainstorming.
Today is April 16th, 2019. We are both 21 years old with big hopes and dreams.
Yeah, over here, this is the iconic photo shoot location. Like when you come to UIUC as a freshman, like you have to take a photo right there. UIUC. Dude, fucking weak, like, oh my god. This is the eternal flame.
If a couple kisses there, it means they're supposed to be eternal and like they're gonna last forever.
I've never been here, but we're inside the statue right now. This is the iconic Green Street intersection. Taipei Cafe is right here.
It's so funny, none of us worked there, like as baristas, but it means so much to us.
Yeah, believe it or not, they threw bangers in there. Like when the after hours, they closed everything and people are just playing beer pong and taking shots. It's awesome.
Yeah, and the next morning it's like fine. The people still be hugging those cushions like someone didn't just yak on them last night.
County is open 24/7, but they stopped selling alcohol at 12. So one time we really needed our fucking bagged wine and sprinted all the way here. I was here 2 days ago. I bought the second to last one. But it's cheaper here than it is at Binny's. And lastly, this is where I lived my senior year and currently live right now. But this is the first time that I ever lived by myself. Made my own rules, decorated in my own way, all things. There are so many memories that I have from UIUC that I can't even fit into one video. I've always wanted to move to California. UIUC was my top choice, but I also would have loved to go to like UCLA. I'm so glad that I chose here. I knew right away once I committed and once I entered this campus that this was the right choice for me. This is my home. This is where I grew up. This is where I met my best friends. This is where I became the person that I am today. I'm extremely grateful to this place for all the memories that I made here. My first internships, my first relationships, first time living on my own for real. I made a lot of mistakes, but I'm glad that I made them here and I was able to learn from every single one of them. It kind of blows my mind that soon I'm going to be leaving and one day I'm going to come back and be visiting as an alum and things will probably look different. There's probably going to be more construction, but some things will always be the same. Like walking down Green Street, going to the Union, hanging out on the quad. Those are parts of U of I that I don't think are ever going to change and I hope it never does. I'm so incredibly blessed to have spent the past 4 years here. I couldn't imagine doing it anywhere else or with anyone else. I guess I'm still kind of in denial that this place isn't going to be my home forever. It's crazy to think back when I stepped out of this campus as a freshman, how different of a person I was. If I met myself now, I don't even know what I would say. I was so naive, even though I thought I knew everything back then. I definitely would have told myself to go to more classes freshman year, to use all my dining hall swipes so they don't go to waste. I would tell myself to appreciate every moment and to not take the people around me for granted because after graduation, I'm not going to be able to see them on a daily basis and live so close to them. I would tell myself to branch out more, not be so focused on one thing, see what else is out there because this campus is huge. There's tens of thousands of people on this campus. There's hundreds of clubs and 4 years is barely enough time to explore all of it. I would tell myself that the relationships and the friendships you make here are more important than anything else that you're going to do here. So don't worry so much about your classes, your clubs, or stupid boys. Spend as much time as you can with the people that you care about because that's what you're going to remember when you look back at the past 4 years. Once those 4 years are over, that's it. You're never going to get it back. You can never go back to that time, but at least you could look back and say that you spent it wisely. I can't even count how many things I'm going to miss about this school or just being a college student in general. I'm going to miss it so much. Thanks to UIUC.
Welcome to senior sendoff. Unfortunately, we could not do it the way we usually do, but this is the best we can do right now.
You consistently supported me. I didn't know how to support myself. You made me laugh during my saddest days. See? And inspired me when I had no motivation left. You helped me get through some hardest times in college. I hope one day that I can make you as proud as I am of you. I already told you this before, but it's still so unreal to me that you're leaving. You were the perfect fit for me. You were always there for me when I didn't know that I needed someone. I'm so excited to see you succeed and get everything you want in life and be the happiest person you could ever be. And I'll see you soon, Ellen.
Move on to the next person in the line, which is Kelly.
Oh God. Okay. So, oh shit. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know. Okay. So it's only been like one full semester of time that I got to be with you, and I truly can't believe that this time last year I didn't have you in my life. You've truly changed my life for the better, and it's been an honor being your little, and from the bottom of my heart, I am so grateful you are my big. I feel like the luckiest little in the world to have you as my big. Your drive, your work ethic, your creativity, and your passion are all so inspiring, and I am glad I have a mentor and best friend that not only inspires me, but helps bring out the best in me. I truly came into the sisterhood not very sure of myself, but you showed me that this was all worth it. You constantly motivate me to work harder, and seeing how you strive towards your goals and put out your best work encourages me to do the same. Thank you for being my inspiration, for being someone I can look up to, someone I can go to for anything. Thank you for taking care of me and loving me with your whole heart. I truly can't wait to experience life with you and to get to know you even more. I have so many things I want to do with you, to talk to you about. I want to hear all your stories and all the tea, and for us to become even closer. Thank you for picking me up and giving me the best family ever. Shout out to my twin and Trip. I know for a fact that we're going to make some amazing memories in life. I've already made a bucket list, and some of these things are firsts. You will scroll me, don't worry, I'll make sure you're there for the first time I get drunk. We'll break together, travel together, dye our hair together, watch a horror movie together, and do many more things. Honestly, I think we're made for each other. I was prepared for having a big that would graduate the next semester, but I honestly don't know what I'll do without you next year. But the end is just the beginning of something better. I hope you always know that I'll be there for you, and I'm your #1 fan. Although I am much younger than you, I hope I can provide some comfort and guidance if you ever need any. I can't wait to see you thrive in the outside world, and I know no matter what you do, you will excel in it. Thank you for being the big sister I never knew I needed. You're a blessing in my life, and I thank the world every day to have brought such an amazing human being into my life. I can't wait to take on the world with you. I love you, baby. Don't miss me too much. Little kitty. Yeah.
Okay, I can go now. I cut my kind of shorter, but I'm gonna send you more stuff later. But okay, here it goes. Big, I just want to say I'm so incredibly happy that you picked me up, even though we didn't even get to know each other at all during Rush until Sisterhood soiree, and we just talked for the entire night. I feel like we connected very quickly, and I love you so much for how you supported me throughout the process, and so much more even after the process was over. I know you care about us and put so much effort into us, and it feels like even our best efforts could only ever return a fraction of all the love that you show us. I feel so sad that you were robbed of half your last semester, and I feel robbed of the time and the memories that we should have been able to make, but I know that this isn't goodbye, and every now and then you'll still come down to party and have a bottle of ice, and only to throw it back up 10 minutes later. I wish you all the best, and I love you. I want to thank you so much. And P.S. please never ever again try to do a perfect week, a perfect 2 weeks, a perfect 3 weeks, or a perfect month ever again, or I will kill you before your liver does.
You're big. Fuck. I really can't believe that I'm already writing this. This is actually so sad to me. A big fuck. I just wanted to tell you that you were the greatest big sister ever, and absolutely nobody can tell me otherwise, because big, you don't go the extra mile, you go the extra 10,000 miles for your littles. Like, who the fuck buys her little Millennium tickets and pays for her share of the Airbnb? Who gives her little Pandora bracelet and adds a charm every big event? Who orders a cake off the school website just because her little's favorite cake is the one in the dining hall? I could go on and on about how amazing of a person you are, but I know it, and every sister in the sorority knows that you will be so dearly missed, and that this house will never be the same without you. I brag to everyone in my line and even to my parents how amazing of a big sister you are. But bitch, they all already know it. I deadass thank God that on the night after you were standing in front of me. Hopefully when it's time for me to pick up, I have the same connection with her that we did when we first started getting to know each other. I'm sorry that we couldn't have more time in activehood together, but I know that you are someone who will be a part of my life forever, and I mean that when I say it. That just proves that our bond is a big and little is so close and incredibly cherished. If there's anything I know about the future, I know that you will be successful in all that you do. You're a smart girl who knows her worth and won't take no man's shit. Like, come on now. You're gonna be more than alright. Getting picked up by you was one of the happiest days of my life, and not everyone can say that. Thank you for all that you have done for our sorority, and especially for me and my trips. I love you more than you know, and let's hang out soon so we can say goodbye the Four Loko crackhead style. I'm gonna miss the fuck out of you. You have always been there for me, and I promise I'll always be there for you, big. Don't forget about me. Love forever, your real life crackhead little.
Bitch, I'm gonna miss the fuck out of you. I love you all three so much. You guys make me so proud. You three were the best gift I could have gotten from akdphi. Hey, so I'm a mess right now. The craziest thing just happened tonight. I picked up two littles, and I just can't wait for you to meet Yana. I just feel so lucky right now, and I don't even know, I just have so many emotions. I wasn't expecting it to turn out like this. But little Katie, I knew you were mine the day that we went to go get Bearology. I just felt like I was looking into a mirror. Felt like we had so much in common that we clicked right away. You're so easy to talk to and so easy to get along with, and I'm really excited to be your big sis. And Trish, oh my gosh, when I finally first got to talk to you, on a deeper level at the sisterhood soiree. I was just blown away at how hardworking you are, what an incredible, passionate person you are. I saw a lot of myself in you from back when I was a freshman. I really hope that I can be a good mentor to you. You know, I knew that I wanted to pick up the semester, so I was working all summer saving up money so I could spoil the F out of you guys. I never even thought that I would pick up twins in the same line, so this is so crazy to me. I hope that I can be the best big sis that you deserve. This is the beginning of a really big chapter in your life. Joining akdphi is going to change your college career in so many ways. So now you have me, you're gonna have your mom and your line sisters and this entire sorority behind you. I'm really sad that I'm a senior, I'll be graduating, but at least I'll have 2 full semesters with you. I know you're gonna get along so well with Yana because she's literally the best. And a little message for you too, Yana. You are the best little I could ever ask for. Thank you for being so understanding and so patient and so loving with me. Sometimes I feel like I'm the little and you're the big. I'm so grateful I have you guys. Okay. I love you guys.
So now we're gonna take an emotional intermission and watch the video that Caitlin has prepared for us for senior
God,
send-off.
more
Yay.
time. Really making this video, I think I cried over 10 times. So I hope you guys enjoy.
I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with a future in our hands.
Blacked out, bro.
Dreams on many plans. Always knew after all these years that I hate this class. But never thought I'd walk away with so much pain in it. So hard to say goodbye. But yes, it is. We gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful.
so much.
The next portion of our event is that we wanted to play a quick game of hot seat with all the seniors.
Anyone who has alcohol in their home, can we take a shot together?
Hey! Cheers!
Cheers! Yeah, they're so ready.
So I guess, Michelle, you have anything to say, you can say.
Dear sisters, all my happy memories are from this organization, and I'm beyond grateful for everything it has given me. But honestly, now that I'm in their place, like, I can really say that time zooms. Get it? Because we're on Zoom. Do all the crazy things that you think you're too scared to do. Like, honestly, just do it. I 100% believe that akdphi now is truly the best it has ever been, and akdphi will only become better by the day. Be sure to visit, and I love you all.
Because of akdphi, I can look back and be absolutely proud of how I spent my college years. akdphi has also made me kinder, a harder worker, prouder to be Asian, and an alcoholic. The words of wisdom I have for you guys is my favorite quote, which is work hard in silence, let success be your noise. I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna miss everyone. Please swipe me into oodles.
Dear sisters, oh god, it didn't dawn on me how many hours and how much time that I spent with my sisters until I reflected back for this speech. It's because it feels like nothing. All this time flies so fucking fast because I'm having the time of my life with all you guys. Thank you for all the happiness and laughter that you've given me. Thank you for paving the way for younger sisters like me and everyone else to have the most amazing college experience I could have ever asked for.
There are countless things I'm gonna miss about akdphi. Getting way too little MSR and being hungover on the road trip home. Seeing all of you arrive one by one to our photo shoots looking bomb as hell. The nervous excitement you feel on the night of big and little reveal, and the way your heart pounds as they walk up the stairs and you try to keep a straight face. Or a similar feeling on the evening of reveal, as you anxiously wait for the curtains to open, sweating in your line jacket that's always a little bit too hot. Showing up stupid hungover to quad day in the sweltering heat, but still handing out flyers and matching shirts like crazy people. And most of all, the endless encouragement and love that we share with one another, no matter when or where. Cluelessly messaging the uiuc akdphi Facebook page as a confused freshman 3.5 years ago was arguably the best decision I've made since committing to this crazy college town where we learned about ourselves, made mistakes, grew up, found our lifelong friends, that is the University of Illinois. To Yana, my first little, you had no idea, but when I picked you up, my entire world flipped around. Thank you for showing me unrelentless love and care to me. Sometimes I forget who's the big and who's the little. To Trish and Katie, you were the cherry on top to my senior year and the best gift to wrap up my akdphi experience. You took me by surprise, but made me complete, and it brings me a smile to my face whenever I think of you. My only regret is that I can't share more time with you on campus. When the four of us are together, my heart is so full it feels like it's about to burst, and it wouldn't want it any other way. Because of akdphi, I also met my best friends. So, to Tiffany and Michelle, you were the first real group of girlfriends I've had, and in just a few short years, to me, you embody the true meaning of love and friendship. There's no way I can individually name and thank all of you in under 3 minutes, but please know that every single one of you had an instrumental part of my life that I won't forget. It's strange to think I saw each and every one of you start as clueless new members, and now you've picked up littles, served on exec. I've been shaped into a better person in every way thanks to the sisterhood, and it's been an absolute honor to spend the past 4 years with you all. I'm so proud to have witnessed with my own eyes our active house group grew from 11 to soon over 40 active. With that, my single piece of advice that I leave with you all is to simply leave this house better than you found it. So needless to say, akdphi has had an incredible impact on me that lasts beyond just these past 4 years. I'll be visiting with other sisters as much as I can, so get ready for some scrolls. Tonight is our last night as college seniors.
I don't know, I feel like time isn't real. Time flies so fast. So don't take it for granted.
I'm in denial. It's been a real 4 years.
Bye, uiuc.
Graduates, I know we're not celebrating today exactly the way that we expected, but we wanted to be the first to say congratulations, College of Media.
Yeah!
Congratulations to our newest class of Illinois graduates.
Congratulations, Kelly.
Aw, thanks, Sammy.
All right. We'll see you guys a little bit later tonight, okay? Bye. Bye. What are your thoughts so far today?
I was literally just editing videos.
Oh, I think that's what Esther's doing.
Esther, what are you doing?
What a good segue. That was so slick, Bob. What the hell?
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, there's a video for you, Kelly.
What?
I understand. It's so late. Oh my god.
Are you serious?
There we go.
We're matching.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, you put flowers on me too.
Kelly, what you can do? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's so believable. Look at the shading.
Bring GR and bring your girlfriend, Anna.
Yeah, bring your girlfriend, Alan.
Uh-oh, that line
She turned into the moon.
That's rough, buddy.
Wait. Which episode was this? The beginning?
Yeah, let's start from the beginning.
Still have
Oh my God.
1 year. How is this gonna... Wow, what's that?
Oh my God.
Kelly! I'm poking Kelly's nostril. You're gonna miss school. You just realize that now you had to find your purpose all over again, and you don't know what to do, and you have no purpose. You feel empty, and you don't know what's going on. Not to be depressing, but just so you know what to expect. I mean, maybe it won't happen to you though.
3 out of 3 of the people here said they were depressed after graduation.
No. Actually, this is so real. I think that Kenny need to hear that.
Yeah, I wish no one told me when I was graduating that this was gonna happen.
Seems like a strange thing to bring at your graduation.
But that's what's happening right now.
But now we're doing it to Kelly. Kenny,
Get ready, Kenny.
Ready?
Ah!
Ready?
Hi, Kenny. We are so proud of you.
Here's Kenny.
On the farm. He's on the farm.
啊，你大学毕业了，爷爷祝贺你。
恭喜你大学毕业啦！凯莉啊，大学毕业了，奶奶这回去感到高兴。你现在成大人了，真正的大人。如果有什么困难呢，家庭永远是你的后盾。2岁的时候啊，就骑那小自行车跟着奶奶到处跑。
Hi guys, welcome to adult life.
Depression. What's this? What is happening?
I'm embarrassing myself for you.
Friends forever.
Keep going for another minute.
Yay, you're graduating! No, there's no one else in the world exactly like you, and I hope that you're gonna move to the Bay Area soon so that we can all hang out together. Yay! Congratulations again. Hi, I'm Buddy. I want to wish you a congratulations on your graduation.
That was amazing. So many twists and turns and surprises.
Oh, 10 baby chicks with a head.
There's the chickens. Wow. This truly reminds me of home.
Happy graduation.
Thank you, everybody.
Love you. Bye.
再见，奶奶。I love you.